Way, Rob Cord and Mr. Tomkowski won the lag, and they're breaking the balls. This is alternate break format, 9 ball, cue ball fouls only. The 9 ball does not count on the break. It's respotted, and the incoming player has their option to shoot again, to take the shot, or to push out. And here we are, 28, 28 teams signed up to play. Or is it 29 teams?
29.
29 teams. And a lot of really, really good players here today, folks. So having a ball. Rob breaks the balls. Rob Cord. He's from this greater Anne Arundel County area someplace. Good player. I've known Rob a few years. Played him a couple times. Good player. Solid game. A pretty strong weekend warrior. Mr. Tomkowski is going to call some meteorology reports here for wind currents around that 7 ball again. He got a little nervous, got a little jumpy. Brandon is a proponent of this center to edge system of aiming, talked about by the guru Stan Shufflet, originally out of Kentucky. And I talk about this because I'm an instructor myself for 45 years, and that all sorts of different aiming systems are coming to play now. But we can say all we want about how we're going to aim. Putting our bodies and our sticks on the line is still the what we have to do,
Yep.
regardless of how you deliver the cue. Good shot from Rob, and his leaving a punch over to the 5. That's an excellent shot there. I'm sure he'll just stay on the short side and play these balls like a citizen. He'll just lag this in with a little bottom and just roll it in gently. That's perfect. Give Rob a little, give Tomkowski a shot going right to the perfect side of the 7. Ideal. Just make the ball and fall down there on the 8, and easy glutton. That's exactly what he's getting. Put the hand out there, but he'd like to start every game from here. He'd win his share, I think. Rob knocks in the 9 ball, and Cord Tomkowski is ahead of Shuff and Manning, 1-0 in the early going. A nice array of sponsors here. HighRockStore.com and MBQs. Thanks a bunch. The Mezz cues are the title sponsor of this particular event here at the Brews and Cues on the Boulevard in Glen Burnie, Maryland. Maryland State Scotch Doubles 9-ball championship. And we're over our table. We're being further treated in the stream with the Predator light, Predator Arena billiard light, world class all the way. And maybe with that light, this table might be playing a little different than some of the others out there in the room, because maybe the brightness of the light or the intensity might make it a little drier, a little faster.
I don't know. Generally, it's the heat from the lights that dry the table out. And this light, one of the nice things about it is it doesn't generate heat.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you see, these are like new products, and I'm an old product.
I play on this table all the time, so I'm used to playing under it.
Brandon makes a very, very nice, adroit little touch shot on the one, giving Tony an excellent just back and forth routine sort of a shot. Brandon just went to the rail. He's telling him, he's just telling Tony what he wants. He's going inside the 9 with a little center right punch, I think. He'll strike just around the first diamond, I'd say. He's a little short of the mark, but Brandon is just a tremendous player. A professional all the way. Real good player. Takes that was a little bit jangled looking, that stroke. He kind of poked it, twisted it, but the difference is that in all probability Tony works for a living.
Actually, Tony owns this room and a couple other countries. He's companies, not countries. He's retired now.
He's a working man.
Yeah.
But he made what he did, not with the pool cue, I'm sure.
Yes, absolutely.
So we have a one-to-one match here with both squads on their break, and at a wonderful time here. We're here at the beautiful Brews and Cues on the Boulevard, and it's nice to see the owner and the proprietor playing here. It even adds some more credibility to the fact that a guy that plays was part of this room setup where you have nice space between the tables. He might have been able to fit in another unit or two, but give up a lot of the playability. We've seen that mistake made before. People squeezing too many tables into too small a space. Couple balls in on the break. A very, very tasty. Rob's a little straight in on this one ball, and even so, is if he hadn't even had an angle, the 7 would have his 2-rail path kind of kiboshed. So he's going to try to just draw it back about halfway and settle for what he can. And shot and stopped. Ball's frozen on the rail, or close. And this is the money ball in this wreck.
Joe hit that very well.
Yeah, Joe is runner-up, Maryland State Championship. Rob's has yeah, he's saying draw it, play it in the side and draw it over to the first diamond. Hey, Lee, a very avid regional ladies player. I kind of thought this was going to be a men's women's event, and I didn't know.
Um,
I stopped in real fast on Thursday, talked to Rick, and I thought we were going to see the likes of Lee and a lot of other good ladies that play around this region.
yeah, I think there's only 2 women in the field. Laya's playing, and Stephanie Manning, Tony's wife, is also in the field.
Okay, that's a real nice shot there. Rob just has to just get a halfway decent shot on the 8 in the side pocket, and Joe will take care of it from here. That's about straight in, I think. That's close enough for. Oh, he's got close enough for Jazz. Nice run out there from Joe Tomkowski and Rob Cord. They lock hands and take a 2-1 lead over Mr. Brandon Shuff and Tony Manning.
Yes, and to correct myself, there's actually 3 women in the field. Stephanie Manning is playing with Tina Castillo.
Well, all I can say is the more the merrier, and that's a real nice break shot. And Brandon is it's problematical whether the 2 passes the 8. Probably not. No chance. But it'll definitely play off a carom for sure.
Yes.
But position is going to be devilish. Very nice. If whoever gets a shot to 3 is off to see the wizard. beautiful shot. Played right into the center of the table. I'm sure he played shape on the carom. But Brandon's telling him where the two's going after he pockets the 8. And it almost looks like he has to pocket the 8 in the fat part of the pocket. Because in the skinny part of the pocket, he'll lose the 2 ball. It's a precision shot, really. It kind of caught it to the skinny side.
Yeah.
Brandon can throw this in, but he has no market, no position. He could bank it, maybe. He's a great one pocket player too, Brandon. He banks these in like nothing. No, he had enough of the ball. Well, whoever made that ball gets the mozzarella. He's a little tree topped over the 7 ball. Maybe. See if that affects where he places his bridge hand. No, it's okay.
Oh, wow.
You got in one stroke that ball hit a little quickly. Good opportunity for Rob and it, this looks like a first unforced error in the match. Kind of a funny angle. He's kind of headed towards the point. Forced him to stay on the rail. Now he just got to make the ball. Nicely struck. Left his man dead straight in, and Gordon Tomkowski take a 3-1 lead over Shuff and Manning.
Like to thank one of our sponsors, Dennis Green and B Moore's Detailing. We come to you with a waterless shine.
A waterless shine.
Yes, does a very good job detailing cars.
Huh. I don't think I've ever heard of that before. I always thought that they were just glorified car washes where they went over your car inside and out, inside with a fine tooth comb and did what they did.
Yeah, some of them are, but I'm not honestly familiar with the process they use to not use water. But
Yeah. Well, that any time you use less water, and if you're not using harmful chemicals, it's good for the planet. I'm all for that. Okay, well we got Gordon Tomkowski on the break ahead, 3-1. A couple of balls spit in the corner pocket. 3 total, and 1 goes down. The 1, 3, and 4 found the shade, but invariably the 2 ball is in a tough spot here. Is he going to cut the room rent? Even had a helper, and it didn't help him. The sheriff and the landlord were, and the locksmith were all on the scene, and I'm coming back up the fire escape with the cash, I hope. Instead, he kind of overchipped the cheddar. Got a little sluggish. That isn't such a bad look there, you know, that Brandon might be playing to the side pocket and try to come down the table for the 6 in your upper left pocket on the screen, where he's going to draw it back. He sucked it over beautifully. But Tony's a little straight in here. He's got a slight angle from his left to right. Great cameras and great work here. I'm almost seeing these balls 3-dimensional. It's as close as I've seen. Oh, pretty good draw out from Tony. That's a good, honest shot. Brandon will be in the middle of the table, almost the precise middle of the table with his 8 ball. He'll go past the mark if he goes anywhere. Ideal.
Yeah, perfect.
If he'd have come up short, he would have Tony drifting towards the 9 ball, which is what occasionally gets anybody in trouble, even top professionals. Shuff and Manning take game number 5 and trail 3 games to 2, and they're back on serve. Tomkowski made 3 balls on the break, but the deuce had a left Rob a tough cut, and he didn't cut the 2 in, and as a result, hung it up. Good break shot. Got student body right going into that pocket, and now Brandon has an interesting scoring opportunity here. His 3 ball is down low, underneath the 6-9, and playing position on the 3-7 combo is no problem, but now he's going to give Tony that knowledge of what happens with these balls when they're like that, which is one of the things that even separates good pros like Brandon from high quality regional players, which gives them that extra 20, 30 points on their Fargo ratings or more, even though they can pocket balls similar, have similar touch. The knowledge is where, from playing the best players, that's how they learn.
Yep.
Excuse me. See, these pockets are 4.5 inches, and that 7 ball is occupying a good piece of that pocket, and it might be frozen on the cushion. If so, that 3 doesn't pass. The 7 will go in on the double kiss. Okay, it did. It got off a piece of the 7. It's a good shot here off the point. Great shot. Coming right off the point. Scintillating shot. See, here, Tony, all he has to do is really roll this ball in. Don't try to draw it. The cue ball's naturally going to go there. As long as he stays a little short of the 6, doesn't go above the 6 anywhere. He's at a natural angle. This would be like messing up the Last Supper if you don't get out from here. Or a soup sandwich. If he's drawing this ball, he could screw this up. Much like this. Brandon looked up to the heavens. He's still going to make this ball.
Yeah, just a lot more difficult.
It was just a natural high ball shot to just roll with a play right in front of you. When you're trying to hold that ball like that, that's a big shot in this match. Be down 4-2 with the other team breaking. That could suck. Oh, it is going to cost him. It did cost him.
Yeah.
Well, all I can say is high ball was a percentage, especially for an amateur player in that position. Good stroke there from what's Mr. Tomkowski's first?
Joe.
Joe. Okay. Yeah. Easy one to remember, hard one to forget, or hard one to remember, easy one to forget, because it's simple. If it was an exotic name like Joseph. Get your tickets here, 50-yard line, front and center. You want a club box, sir, or do you want the luxury suite? If you turn it loose, it'll cook your goose. If you let it fly, it'll make you cry. Oh, into the valley of death. Well, they staved it off.
Thank you.
Miss? 4-2. Right. That's almost like a stock transfer over there. Miss? Miss? If you would, please. Thank you. Joe broke the balls well, but Rob is coming in on a definite push, and a shot I might like to be pushed to the top left corner pocket on the screen and leave the rail first inside English cut angle. Let's see what he does, because you don't want to be hitting this 2-ball full. You got to push right near that pocket, Rob, straight to the side rail there. That's right. That's what I thought. Thank you. He's 8-5 to give this back. Brandon might tell him to give it back. He got a little closer to that ball. But that's good.
Oh, wow. Nice shot.
That was scintillating. Maybe you shouldn't listen to me for push-out advice. He got a little closer to it, in all fairness.
Yeah.
I would have had him digging at the ball from like the first or second diamond, not up near the side pocket where you could put a good flat level stroke on it. Well, this looks like he's going to just go straight through the Dardanelles here. Go through the 6-8 gap. Hit the inside center neutralize hit. One of my 4 basic hits. Now just draw it back to straight end or punch it to the rail. Either way, I believe Mr. Shuff knows what to do with this one. Based on my experience of having watched him play any dozens of times on tour and just in person. 4-3 now, and they're back on the break again.
Let's take another look at that nice cut shot on the 2-ball.
It was a hell of a shot. The rails on these diamond tables also are impeccable. I have them on I had them custom cut on my Brunswick Gold Crown because I had the original K66 Super Speed cushions. My table was 1963 original Brunswick Gold Crown. before they had the adjustable legs, and I had super speed cushions, and then we had a flood and the table got soaked and the rails were ruined, and I was sick. Okay, well, it looks like ball's in on the break, shape all the way up on the 2. A little get a little lean cuisine for his hands. He got a little heavy-handed, you know. You gotta put those hands on a Jenny Craig kind of a diet, you know. But I'm sure he has a very, very light touch when it comes to writing checks, which is which is the real touch that really counts. Uh, I'm I'm out of my mind. I'm having so much fun here. Is he coming behind the 5-9 and gonna make him love it here?
Wow, that's a hell of a shot.
Like I said, I watch these guys play. I know how they play. You know, that's a shot I'd have tried. I might not have been able to execute it, but that would at least I would. You see, I still would have had the 7 ball as as a helper, plus the 8 ball would even had it.
Yeah,
Uh,
the
if it,
7 to the 8 is probably the only reason I would have tried that shot. I know I wouldn't have been able to get behind the 9.
well, this looks like he might be able to put a little bit of something on this ball. Actually, no cushion after contact, folks, and this is an important point. Joe shot and hit the 2 coming from behind it, but no balls reached a cushion or a pocket after contact, thus giving Shuff and Manning ball in hand on the 2 ball. And the 1 foul 9 ball rules that have now been played universal for the last 50 years almost. Back when we started to play these, before this, we used to play push out 9 ball, where you could push out after every shot. The game was a lot slower, and now that when they started to have pool on TV more, they had to speed up the game, and they went to what they call Las Vegas rules, because the tournaments were in Vegas, and then they were called tournament rules. Then there were Texas Express rules. They had various, and then now world standardized rules. So that's how they're playing. That's how they play most rotation sports now. And this is a rotation sport, hitting low number ball first, and no balls need be called. So now he's looking at his tangent line, Brandon, and you see the 8 ball is in his tangent line to the 5, and he's clear to the 9. I believe that's his tangent line. It looks like it's going to be a color track time. I know this is an old corny TV commercial that nobody but oldsters like me remember, so I won't even use it. That's a tap in. They'll just slap these away and say that's good. Just hit the 5 ball. Don't don't let the cue ball get trapped. Can't miss this ball. Maybe he can, but I really can't see how.
Doesn't even look like he's trying.
Oh man, that's unconscionable. But then it's his shot; it isn't mine. Then he's going to sell it out.
Oh
Made no
man.
sense. Made no sense. Made no sense. I don't think Brandon told him to do that. Now they're going to get the rolls because that was a loose shot that could have ended up a quarter inch either way. Would have been, let's just say, something very, very distasteful on Rye. Because with these balls are tap ins for a bar champion like this. Rob is competent enough to more than take his ball on in, and Joe and Rob take a 5-3 lead over Brandon Shuff and Tony Manning. A surprise. If anybody was going to, these will all be out for like review and all
Yes. Yep.
out in the on the internet eventually, and hopefully if Tony watches this match and if he doesn't bar me from any further coming in for knocking him or something, and he would see what we saw, he might have rued that choice. But as the old saying goes, it was his shot. It wasn't mine or yours. Huh?
Oh.
The cue ball's in the darkness. Brandon hops up there like Dracula hopping out of the coffin as soon as the sun comes down. He was out of that coffin so fast it made your head spin. So this is sort of tricky, and I'll tell you why. Those three balls, the deuce looks like the 6 and the 8 are all sitting. Now that just the 6-8 after the deuce is gone. He played good shape to a Z shot. He's all right. That's a Z shot. Going to come to the second diamond, or first diamond, and over with a right hand punch shot. He got down a little lower on that ball, but all he has to do is make it. There isn't any guesswork involved with this. He's going rail first. It looks like. Good shot. Brandon is walking down and getting his line of sight on that ball. In other words, he's looking where he would like to place his cue ball. I call it line of sight. That's horrendous. That's as bad as it could have been, I think. If he has a slate angle out, oh,
Yeah.
that looks nasty. He's going to make Brandon cut the room rent, or he might jam this ball. That's as good as Tony hit a good shot there. That's about all he could do. Now Brandon has to turn it loose. He'll hit a little high right center English. Struck with the plum. 5-4. And back on serve again. Looks like all the breakers are losing every game they break.
Yeah, pretty much. Like to thank another one of our sponsors, HighRockStore.com. If you use the code OTH17 at checkout, you will get free shipping on any order of at least $35.
Why, yes. I'm just looking over at some of our chats.
Yeah, that's actually all pretty old. That one was right at the beginning of this match. So
Okay, that's all good. Uh-oh. This looks. Oh, Brandon is moving like the wind up there to this one ball. He's probably going to punch draw it between the 8-5 gap. That's my guess. He's going to punch draw from through the 8-5 gap. Perfect. Good shot from Brandon. You see, here, he's telling him he's going to have him play the 3 in the side off the 7.
yeah,
I think that's going to be Tony's play, is to cinch the 2 ball, just roll it in on the bottom. Don't try to play any kind of muscular shot on this ball. Might be wrong. Even with this, he overcut it a bit and
yeah.
left Brandon a bank that. See, I trust banking on these tables. I trust banking on these cushions. The cushions on these rails. Most of the other bar tables, I would say no.
Looks like he's still looking at playing it on the side off the 7.
Yeah, and his natural is to come 1, 2, 3 cushions back to the 5, straight in the corner pocket. Or come across like that. He was too close to the rail to really dig the ball. This is looking. Tony just has to get down below the 6 a ways. Brandon said, "Don't leave it short. Hit this ball with a little more pace and get down there a ways, like that. Even if it goes too far, he's got the corner. That's a little bit gnarly, but Again, you got a guy with about a 760 or so Fargo rating shooting this ball. And I say that, folks, for any of you that don't know, that the champions of the world only have around 820. And there are about like 20 or 30 people in the world that have over 800. And this guy's around 750, 760. At least by last reporting. I follow these things a little bit. But he is awkward. He might cut the 6 in the side. Can't scratch because the 9's there.
Yeah.
Tony ain't gonna have any shape if he plays the 6 in the corner. He's gonna be over there someplace. Actually plays the side. No, he played the corner. That's as good a shot as he could have hit. It's a good shot. This is just a natural make the ball shot. And uh-oh. Dr. Dumpenstein dumped it into the cushion. Too bad. But folks, these are pool tables they're playing on. They might be called bar boxes and all, but they're not full tables. The full tables, you can hit them up there 3 diamonds short and make them, because they're built to vend money. These aren't built to vend money. So we have a 6-4 game for Rob Accord and Joe Tomkowski versus Brandon Shuff, Tony Manning here. A surprising turnabout, but anybody becomes an 800 Fargo guy with those 3 balls. It either takes an earthquake, the end of the world, or a tidal wave for those balls not to go.
You've never seen me play.
Well, that's all right. You'd be surprised at all the people I've seen that were. It was amazing that the world could even go on. If people tried to do what they do, the way they tried to shoot pool, they'd be all twisted around, and it would be like going to the pretzel factory and turning them into pretzel sticks from pretzels. That was what some of my tasks have been over my long and somewhat checkered career as an instructor. Well, not all that checkered. Maybe a little. That was a real honest shot from Joe there. Rob has an opportunity here to, I don't know how much of that 3-ball he's got, if he's got the whole thing. He went inside the ball. Oh, that was clever. And here's the trick, so watch the 7. The 7's heading towards the 9 a little bit. That's what Joe just took another look at. He's going to play the full pocket inside English. Now the 8-ball is in the straight in spot for the 7. So he should go 2 rails. Oh, he got away with it.
Yeah.
You know what I say? The condemned man ate a hearty meal. In this case, the condemned men ate a hearty meal. Hit it. Here it is. The Coupe de Gracie. Little high right ball. Uh-oh. Oh, he almost went to the whiskey a go-go. As they end the refrain. Thrust home. So spake Cyrano de Bergerac. So in the end, it's a 7-4 verdict for Rob Cord and Joe Tomkowski over Brandon Shuff and Tony Manning, proprietor.